What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So it's time for a new part in the Uncharted The Lost Legacy countdown series. Now, I had the question from a lot of people, which characters I personally thought would still be able to make an appearance in The Lost Legacy, aside from, of course, Chloe and Nadine. We know the story is really going to be centered around them, at least for the most part right now. That's what it seems like, right? That's what they've been kind of promoting the game as, a story between Chloe and Nadine. But, will we still hear something about Nathan Drake? Will we actually see an appearance by Charlie Cotter, or by Sam and Sully, of course, who we originally thought the DLC or the expansion, whatever this is, was going to be about. Now, yeah, let's actually talk about that. So Nathan Drake, we already pretty much know, is not going to be in the game, and in my opinion, that's a good thing because Uncharted 4, of course, was the ending of Nathan Drake's story. I think they pulled that off perfectly, and if you're gonna give Nathan Drake any more screen time in this game, that's gonna kind of take away from the way they ended his story with Uncharted 4, right? You just don't want him to show up anymore, yeah, in this expansion, in my opinion. So I'm happy with the fact that he's not gonna be, in the game. Now, Naughty Dog did already confirm he's gonna be brought up by Chloe and Nadine in certain conversations. In fact, I think some journalists even said that in the most recent extended demo that we saw, they were literally talking about Drake, and Nadine, I think, seemed kind of nervous about the fact that Chloe knew Drake. So yes, they will know from each other already very early on in the game that they've both had these certain interactions with Nathan Drake. So that's cool to me. I hope that they're gonna kind of, yeah, drop some cool Easter eggs, and like I said, that they'll at least bring him up once or twice in the game itself. That would just be a nice little nod, of course, to Nathan Drake's journey that we've all played in Uncharted 1 to 4, right? Now, as far as Charlie Cotter goes, I think that's really interesting, right? Because Charlie Cotter was this character who was introduced in Uncharted 3, didn't really get like a whole lot of screen time. I talked a bit about that in the previous video. It was mainly because of some practical kind of issues that they had with the actor who was not going to be able to play anymore because he had a different role in the Hobbit movies coming up that he had to go to New Zealand for, and so he couldn't actually manage to use the time anymore to kind of like be in Uncharted 3 all the way through, right? So that was really unfortunate to see, but many people do seem to like him, and I'm honestly a little surprised with how many people are asking for Charlie Cotter to make an appearance, and they missed him even in Uncharted 4. I thought he was a cool character, of course, but I don't necessarily think that he was, I didn't necessarily miss him in Uncharted 4. I didn't feel like he really needed to have a role in that per se. I thought it was great that they focused on the core characters in Uncharted 4 that we, grew to love, Drake, Sully, and Elena, and then with some other characters added on top of that, right? So that being said, we know that Cotter has some type of relationship with Chloe, of course. They're kind of, Uncharted 3 kind of established them to be together, at least as a duo. We don't know exactly if there's anything more to it than that, but like I said, a lot of people asked for Charlie Cotter to make an appearance, and there might actually be a possibility of him being in The Lost Legacy. To what extent, we don't know, but Graham McTavish, who of course plays Cotter and also played Lazarevich in Uncharted 2, tweeted just 3 months after the launch of Uncharted 4, he tweeted that he had a little side gaming project that he was in Los Angeles for, and to this day, 1 year and 3 months probably later from when that tweet was posted, we still don't know what gaming project he is in. He hasn't confirmed that, it's not out there, there is no information about it, and that makes it very possible that, yeah, Graham McTavish might be having a role as Charlie Cotter in Uncharted The Lost Legacy. I'm personally really struggling to find, a way in which he could really fit into the story, because it really seems so much to be about Chloe and Nadine, to the point where it's hard for me to imagine really Charlie Cotter, serving a purpose in that. So I'm really personally very interested to see if he's gonna pop up, but like I said, there is a very high possibility that they might surprise us and we're gonna see Cotter in The Lost Legacy. Now, the final possibility of characters that we could be seeing in the game is pretty much Sam and Sully, right? Like I said, a lot of people at first, including me, thought that was what this whole game expansion DLC thing was gonna be about, right? About Sam and Sully, because Naughty Dog left it out there in the ending of Uncharted 4 that they were going to be working together, and that there was some kind of adventure pretty much in store for them that we may be, still hearing more of, right? But the only way I can really still see Sam and Sully being a part of this is that somehow Chloe and Nadine are going to stumble into them because they're going to be looking for the same thing or something like that, right? We'll have to wait and see about that. It seems a little kind of like you know, like I said, a little hard to imagine that is actually going to happen, because it would be very, you know, very fortunate, I guess, or very unfortunate for them, I guess, but whatever. But it seems just weird that could actually happen in the game to me personally. But like I said, they could surprise us. I think that, you know, one of the things that Naughty Dog wants to do is not just show us these two characters who, one of them we really like, one of them, Nadine, a lot of people actually dislike. So it's going to be interesting to see how, you know, the whole story there is going to play out. Nadine might literally become the antagonist in the game ultimately. We've already seen Chloe and Nadine fight in some of the E3 trailers, so something bad is going to happen there, and maybe they're going to ultimately do some big fan service thing where we will see still other characters from the Uncharted universe making an appearance in The Lost Legacy. It's hard to kind of guess, you know, what that exactly is going to be like, and where Cutter would fit, where Sam and Sully would fit, but it is very possible that they've held it from us. You know, we don't know how much of the game we've seen so far. It might be that all of the trailer footage and stuff has been just from the first half of the game. You know, if it actually turns out to be 10 hours long, then that just being a 10-hour kind of experience with just, you know, Chloe, Nadine, and then the villain, you know, it's not a whole lot of characters in there. So, like I said, we'll have to wait and see what Naughty Dog is going to do there. I think it would be pretty awesome if they did some massive fan service thing and actually, you know, make Cutter or Sam and Sully show up in the game in the final half or something like that. We'll see exactly how that's going to play itself out, of course, but I would definitely like to know, of course, your personal theories on that too. So let me know what you personally, you know, think is going to happen in the game, and if we could possibly still see some of these other Uncharted characters in The Lost Legacy. With that being said, of course, I would like to thank you a lot for watching this new part in the countdown. Like I said, make sure, of course, to become a patron, help support me make these videos like all the people next to me, and you will already get access to the next part in the Uncharted The Lost Legacy countdown series that you can start watching right now with 1 week early access, so that's really awesome. And then for now, I hope you really enjoyed this episode, like I said, so thanks a lot for watching, and hope to see you again next time.